Hi everybody. I have heard from Mindy that it was a little bit hard to see the acupressure points that I talked about during the wellness seminar. So I thought I would give you a video to just help you access those on a bigger screen. It's easier to see me than on Zoom. The first point that I'm going to show you is Heart 7. It's also called Spirit Gate, and this is a point that you use for anxiety. You just come down on the pinky side edge of your hand, just under your wrist crease, and this is Heart 7. You can hold this point for 30 seconds to a minute, taking longer and slower breaths than you're used to, and then do the same thing on the other side. So that's Heart 7 for anxiety. The next point I'd like to talk about on the hand is large intestine 4. It's a Soul Lightening acupressure point called pain relief, and this one is for fatigue. So if you come down the index finger, the pointer finger, just to the edge of that kind of squishy area next to your thumb, and put a little bit of pressure there, kind of like a dime is resting on your hand. And again, do this for 30 to 60 seconds with some slower and deeper breaths on each side. That is a good point for fatigue. Another good point for fatigue is called leg 3 miles. This is a Soul Lightening point. And basically, you're going to take your hands, so your 4 fingers are lined up. You're going to put your index finger just under the outside edge of your kneecap. So your fingers are kind of lining up underneath your kneecaps on the outside of your legs. And where your pinky is, a little bit in towards the middle of your leg, is leg 3 miles. So that is another point that you can access for fatigue. Again, holding it for 30 to 60 seconds. And the good one about this is that you can do both sides at once. It's a little bit easier if you can access the use of both your arms at the same time. If not, then you do one side at a time. The third point for fatigue is called 3 yin crossing. This is also easy to find. I can't really demonstrate it on myself because of the way I have the camera. But if you take those same 4 fingers, so your hands like this, you put your pinky on the top of your inner ankle bone, and you curl your fingers like this, so they're just kind of all in a line. And where your index finger lands is 3 yin crossing. Probably have to do this one side at a time unless you're super flexible and you can reach the point on both sides. Again, holding each side for 30 to 60 seconds, taking some slow, deep breaths. So this is a nice protocol that you can do to try to get some energy. You go from the outer side of your hand, outside the thumb and index finger, to just below the outer edge of your shin, the top of your shin bone, to just above your inner ankle bone, about 4 finger breaths. So those are for fatigue. And then finally, the point for tension, which is like my favorite name of a point, it's called excess baggage. It's a gallbladder point. And basically all you're gonna do is find the midpoint of your collarbone and put a little bit of pressure there. Sometimes a firmer pressure feels better. It just depends on you. You might be able to notice that this muscle is really activated. Sometimes it sits higher than you think it should. And just doing, putting your arms like this, sometimes people find it easier to cross their arms and just rest their arms here. This is almost like hugging yourself, which is why I like to do it with crossing my arms. Closing your eyes and taking, 3 to 10 deep breaths like this can really help relieve muscle tension and emotional tension. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it's a little bit easier to see. I'm sorry that I don't have a great way to show you the leg points, but they are available as drawings in the presentation that you have. I hope you guys have a really great day, and thanks for watching.